tell everybody they're safe. I think our citizens are safe. I think my drinking water is safe.
Chat, something that scares me a lot though, chat, is that I know it's just a movie, but it's on real life events, right? And I get it, okay? It's the past, but after watching the Chernobyl, the series, I feel like when you think about information, right? We all sort of trust, at least to a certain degree, what the government says, right? Or like the fucking, you know, the president, what they say, right? At least to some degree. You say fuck no, okay? But at least to a certain degree, right? And I feel like when I watched that series, I was like, yo, holy shit. They told a lot of people that they're safe or whatever, and people was just fucking dying and getting cancer. You guys know, not really. You're dumb as fuck. Just be quiet, okay? Just be quiet. Stop it. You're trying to act edgy. I don't trust no fucking science or government or fucking news. I don't just dude. Whenever you hear the news in the news, there's always at least a portion of things that are like undeniable that you cannot trust to some degree. There's at least some degree of trust in certain things. Okay, not full, at least some. Okay, and when I watched Chernobyl, they were like, "Yo, dude, like this is safe or something," and people were just getting cancer, man. Everybody was fucking dying and were being sent to die, and nobody knew about it. Okay, and after I watched that shit, okay, when I see something like Ohio, dude, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Okay, dude, would I really fully trust whatever I'm told? Dude, I don't know. I don't want to set panic and misinformation, but that's fucking scary, man. Like, imagine, oh, dude, actually, dude, sorry, we're wrong. Dude, whether they were wrong or right, down the line, it'll be a new government with new people and new president and new staff. And what's gonna be left? You with cancer. That's it. That's all that's gonna be left is just you hurting with lifelong dog shit. So I don't know. It's kind of scary to me. This is kind of scary.
Everybody that came here expects a hell of a lot more than what we're getting right now.
We're at the town hall meeting here in East Palestine where hundreds, if not thousands of residents have gathered to ask their questions. They've basically forced the mayor into having this targeted town hall.
Many people outside of 1 mile radius are being affected by this and not getting help because we're not in 1 mile radius.
It's been almost 2 weeks since a freight train derailed in this small Ohio town, spilling hazardous chemicals and igniting a fire that burned for days. This is the first time officials are directly addressing residents about what happened. Norfolk Southern, the company that owns the train.
Bro, what the fuck is this shit? I'm not spreading misinformation. I'm just thinking. I'm just saying it. How did I say any information? I did not say any information. I didn't, did I?
Was supposed to be here too, but at the last minute they bailed.
Wait, what?
Was supposed to be residents about what happened. Norfolk Southern, the company that owns the train, was supposed to be here too, but at the last minute they bailed.
There was reports that they were scared for their safety before they got here. There's police everywhere. Why we're scared too? Why can't we get in?
I will get your question. We will respond to you. I will ask that question on your behalf.
I mean, that is
The
scary,
train
though.
derailed on February 3rd at 8:54 p.m. It was carrying 20 cars of hazardous materials, including vinyl chloride, a highly flammable toxic gas that causes central nervous system problems and has been linked to a host of cancers.
You have not evacuated. Please leave the area.
In the days after the accident, Norfolk Southern worried the vinyl chloride could explode, so they did a controlled burn, potentially releasing phosgene, a gas used as a chemical warfare agent in World War I. Videos soon spread widely from residents who were afraid and unsure of what they'd been exposed to.
It still smells like a chlorine and leaves like a bad taste in your throat.
Many reported rashes, sore throats, nausea, headaches,
Oh,
and respiratory
hell no!
problems, as well as seeing sick animals and water covered in a chemical sheen.
There's no way that's safe.
It stinks in here. Oh my god. I noticed the smell right away.
Brother, that is so fucked.
Zhuzha Jenes lived less than a mile from the
It's
derailment.
stripping the clear cut
This
off
is the
people's
first time
cars.
she's been back home to let independent contractors hired by Norfolk Southern test the air for any harmful chemicals still lingering. The company has been working with the EPA to run these tests and has cleared over 550 homes in the area.
It smells like a chemical concoction in here. I'm literally dizzy.
We'll go outside. Okay.
Chat, but what are they though? I don't get it. Chat. And just a question. Whatever's in the air, right? If they're smelling right now, is it causing like possible permanent damage, or is it something that's like bad? But I'm just asking it. I mean, because there are some things that are temporary, things that are like permanent. Like this is the decision between CO2, monoxide and dioxide. You know, it was deemed safe. Could absolutely be permanent damage. So, but why are they there? Like, guys, I hate to make a Chernobyl reference, but to me this feels like it, like in the movie, you know, when they're like on site. But if you're on site, you're already dying, right? So these are like melee range. So do they are they taking damage the same way or not?
No, I would not come back in here. Not like this.
It was deemed safe enough. Huh?
This is going to be your copy. We had non-detections of VOC throughout the whole house.
What would you attribute that smell to? Because I know damn well that was not a normal smell that we have in the house.
Smell is... I'm not sure exactly what it could be. A lot of homes are different.
Huh?
Even though her home was deemed safe, Jenis plans to keep staying at a hotel 20 miles outside of town.
Yo!
Where she brought her 9-year-old.
If they don't know, does that mean that they should hire experts that know about this shit or something? There's like a technician who's trained for certain things. Maybe there's something that they don't know about, right? What the fuck are they making conclusions?
Son Maddock after the night of the accident.
About 3 in the morning, I thought I was losing my mind.
Those
I
are
thought
the
I started
experts.
smelling something. I started getting a pretty bad headache. I started getting really dizzy. I felt nauseous. My eyes were burning, my nose was burning, my throat was burning. Not even 5 to 10 minutes later, I heard a sound, and I said, I think that was Maddock. So when I walked in there, he was shaking really bad, like violently shaking, kind of tremors, like not just a little bit, it was like bad. And he was projectile vomiting across the floor. And he was saying, I need water, I can't breathe. And then his eyes looked like he didn't know what was going on. He looked so scared. And I said, we gotta go. We gotta get out of here.
What kind of answers are you hoping to hear? What kind of information do you feel like you need?
I'd just like to see a lot more transparency with just local and state governments directing people, giving us assistance. Right now they're saying, oh, our team said they didn't test anything in the air. Well, let's talk about the soil. Let's talk about this residue. Why are people getting sick if it's fucking safe?
Yo,
why are they getting sick?
Yeah, but while they're testing it, I mean, there's a good chance people are dying. No? While it's like getting delayed, isn't there a good chance people are just stacking cancer and death on the fly?
You don't believe it?
Yeah, no, absolutely not. I definitely don't trust Norfolk or the team that they hired.
This is a no deaths yet. Oh my god. Ugh.
I don't think they should have been given
This
the
guy.
ability to hold the reins on the narrative.
James Babizak, a toxicologist who studies chemical exposures, says residents are right to remain skeptical.
Some of these residents are being told, it's safe to come back, we've tested your air, and you should have no concerns, you can come back in. Some of them are distrustful of that information.
Right. That's an obvious distrust. We don't really know what chemicals are left in the ground that may migrate over time to eventually contaminate a person's well or affect a child playing in that vicinity on that ground. So if we don't know what the chemical is that we should be concerned about, then it's very hard to predict what the sort of long-term effects might be.
Would you move back if you were in one of these homes and you were told it was safe?
That would depend if
I'm
I had a
confused.
young child or if my wife was pregnant.
Wait. So is this thing that the only concern are the things left in the ground that will affect over time and get there in time? Well, what are the things that are already there in the houses and in the air? I don't get it. Not only. So this is like the main concern. But what about the now though?
That might put another level of what I'm going to do about this. But by the same token, I need to also consider what my resources are. I mean, can I really afford to spend a week or two more in a hotel and not be in my home? Maybe I work in that town. Do I really have the opportunity to leave my job? Do I have another place or not have another place to stay?
These are bad choices, though.
They are bad
What the
choices.
fuck?
I mean,
Nobody should ever have to choose between fucking life and money. Yo, nobody should ever... If they made a mistake as a private company and they fucked up, okay? If I have to do something for my life, they're paying for it. What the fuck is this shit? How's that a millionaire take? Dude, that's the opposite of a millionaire take. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter what country, motherfucker. This is a developed country. You should not have to, as a citizen, make a guess, okay, that choose between life and quality of life and possible cancer and money. You shouldn't have to do that. Like, it shouldn't work like that ever. Like, what the fuck? That's so stupid. Bro, are you good?
At least they're not choices that people would like to be able to make, right? 5 rail cars of vinyl chloride is significant, and how much vinyl chloride is left in the ground? That's the big question. That would be a question.
Brother, you're so fucking annoying. You're out of touch. Then pay for their hotel stay. Dude, I'm stating what the problem is with the system, and you're telling me as an individual to pay for their well-being. What I'm telling you is, if the company is doing dumb shit and is not following regulations or whatever the fuck, and some accident happens, that's on them. They have a bunch of people doing a risk management at their company, okay? Of course they have a bunch of people at their company. They're like, let's not fix this, let's not fix that, let's not make sure the fucking train goes well. They probably just dumb, they do some dumb shit to maximize profit. And then they take a risk like everybody else, just like when you're gambling, and they fail probably, right? I assume this is what happened, correct? Well, they probably just make a guess for maximized profit, and then something happens, an accident happens, right? Okay, cool, you lost the bet. What does that mean? I mean, then you have to pay people. You have to pay fucking... But why is it up to the citizens to pay for their mistakes? Why is it up to the citizens who did not fucking have anything to do with this fucking train bullshit to pay for hotels and moving and medical shit? Why is it to them? It's not their fault.
If I was living there, I would want to know.
That answer could be a long time coming.
I look forward to answering questions.
Just one quick question.
Thank you. We're just gonna run in and get
2 weeks after the derailment, the first cabinet member finally arrived in East Palestine, alongside state and local officials, in an attempt to reassure residents.
Oh, it's not proved unsafe. The train derailed in Mill City. The fire is burning fucking next to the houses. It's safe? Are you good? Are you good? Okay, what? 701? Brother, go to the house of the guy over there. None of those say, hey man, are we feeling safe today? Bro, it's burning to the house, bruh. Look at the guy. Go to the guy and say, yo, dude, how we doing today, man? Is it safe today? It's burning next to the house. Are you good?
For those areas that we have deemed safe, we believe that because the science and the data proves that. But that is not to discount any experience that any resident is having.
Is there a plan for long-term testing for people who are worried that they might not be having health effects right now, but something might show up in 5-10 years? Is there a plan to continue monitoring this area?
So there's 2 phases. This is the emergency phase. We are, as we speak, working on the long-term remediation plan. That will include a sampling plan for surface water, for drinking water, for air, all of the things that you're talking about, and for soil as well.
I'm confused. This system is
The
so
wreck
shit.
in East Palestine was just one of more than 1,000 derailments that happen every year. Less of an accident than a tragic inevitability. Workers say there's a direct line from these incidents to the aggressive ways railroads have slashed costs, largely through a method known as precision scheduled railroading. PSR is supposed to be about maximizing efficiency by reducing how much time trains spend sitting in the rail yard. But in practice, railroad employees have told Vice News it's led to longer trains, fewer inspections, and smaller, more overworked crews. Norfolk Southern, which made a record $3 billion in profit last year, implemented PSR in 2019. It also successfully lobbied against new safety procedures for certain trains carrying hazardous material.
See, if you do dumb shit, okay, to make profit, I think it's fair enough to say that you should have some money aside, like a rainy day fund. So if they're, I get it. You want to break the rules, that's okay, fair enough then. You want to be the dumb fuck? Fair. If some shit happens, you have a rainy day fund, right? Everybody in the area that's affected, well, they have a pool of money that's not a fraction of the profit that they made. So that people can all afford to go to hotels, some shit, or at least some sort of band-aid fix. So they move, it would be like nothing to them. It'd be like a joke. It's like, yo guys, we prepared for this fucking eventuality, right? Like, here's 1% of our fucking profit. You guys in the area can all get the fuck out, okay? Because we don't know if this is bad or terrible, right? While we're fucking working on it, chill out. That's it. And even then, they probably have insurance for that shit. Like, I'm so confused. What am I missing?
Scott Wilcox was a local.
What am I missing here? What am I missing here?
Locomotive engineer for Norfolk Southern for 18 years before he retired in July.
The railroad's a tough place to work to start with. It's demanding. You're on call 24/7, 365. It seemed like the last several years that things got worse. It all had to do with this precision scheduled railroading that they came up with a few years ago, cutting jobs.
There's a lawsuit happening, and yeah, I get it. Some people are gonna get money down the line. When they can't fucking breathe right, or some problems happen, what do you think the money's gonna do for them? It's not gonna do shit for them, yo. When the quality of life is cut all the way down, and it cuts out your limbs and shit, bro, dude. Oh, but you have money. Fuck you. What is this shit? I'm so confused.
Cutting costs, doing everything they can to save a dollar.
How did you feel like it changed the environment?
It made it a lot more stressful, hostile at times. The railroad, probably 100 years ago, came up with safety first. When precision scheduled railroading came out, they gave us a list of priorities that we were to work by. Safety's fourth.
What came ahead of safety?
The almighty buck. Efficiency, not delaying trains to do things that should have been done. With the cuts in staffing, there's fewer car inspectors. It used to be the car inspectors would have 5 to 8 minutes to inspect a car.
How is it a rich person take?
Now they're
I'm
down to something like 30 seconds a car.
From 5 to 8 minutes to 30 seconds?
And if they're taking too long, they hear about it.
So the company was prioritizing profits over safety in your experience?
Yes. If we're gonna get a handle on situations like this in East Palestine.
I'm off for per car in.
Safety's gotta be first.
It's really hitting you hard.
I'm a safety guy. So yeah, it does hit me hard. Take steps to start doing things in a safe manner.
Funny how this is not the same thing with elevators, bro.
$30 months.
Elevators?
We used to do. And quit worrying about the damn money.
I don't get it.
Norfolk Southern told Vice News it's invested hundreds of millions of dollars in new technology to improve rail safety. The company also said it was, quote, committed to doing what's right for the residents of East Palestine and has contributed more than $6 million to the community in response to this disaster.
6 mil! 6 mil? That's it! Dude, I can't. I'm over this, somebody. This is fucking stupid.
On Tuesday, the Biden administration announced Norfolk Southern would be responsible for the entire cost of the cleanup, a process that could take months.
Time and money are tight, but I don't feel safe to go back. I don't even know where to go.
You won't go back to that house.
I would never sleep at night knowing that it could be worse because I made it worse because I brought him back there. I want him to have a normal life. I don't want to keep being involved of like wondering, is it safe to stand in this rain right now? Can I let him splash in that puddle? Like, I don't want to have to be questioning everything every day.
Nails.
Yeah.
I'm Michael Learmonth, editor.
Yeah, I mean, they're just leaving. I mean, I guess they're just leaving it up to the fucking people to make the decision. Like, I think it's just fucking stupid because even guys, as watching this chat, guys, I'm actually half. Don't get mad at me. Half agree with what he says. The system is shit, right? The system is dog shit. Okay. Because it's leaving it up to the people to take the sacrifice of money, of income, they have to sacrifice everything, right? In order to make the right call for their safety and their health. And it's fucking trash. It's trash, the system is flawed. But at the end of the day, it is true though, that if they want to prioritize their health or whatever, they have to take the risk. They just have to. So his take, I don't agree with it fully. It's not just a, yo bro, then just move. It's trash that it's like that. But unfortunately, it is sort of true that if you were to maximize your health, you have to take a risk or an insane sacrifice, which normally you shouldn't have because that's what we signed up for by just living somewhere, right?
I don't care about your fucking feelings. It's true. What I said
it's a little
is
harsh
true.
here for sure.
I'm not going to, tiptoe around your, touchiness because you're involved with this subject. Fuck you. Stop crying. And if anything, supporting Americans struggle, best thing we could do with taxes. Turned off the video right there. To be honest, I'm not watching anymore. Thank God. Please don't do it anymore. If you're gonna cry and be a little bitch about this. Guy barely leaves the outset for go to Wendy's, says just moved to another state. A funny react for sure. Well, hey man, if you want to sit there and get cancer, that's fucking fine. Like,
damn, I don't
know.
I think people are more mad about the way that he's wording it, right? And kind of like how he's belittling the people, whatever. I get that. I think it makes a lot of sense, okay? But I think the core say here is that, unfortunately, you have to take the massive sacrifice to get the fuck out, right? And fuck yourself financially, probably for years or for a decade. You're fucking yourself financially by doing that. It's still the right call somehow in some of these situations, I would assume. Am I right or no? Wrong?